Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Nadine and today is the first part of a little mini travel series of my top favourite travel destinations. Over the next few months, I'll be dropping in these short informative videos in between my usual vlogs of all the amazing destinations I've been and would definitely recommend to you. So a little side note as to why I've travelled so much. One of my previous jobs was a cabin crew for Emirates Airlines and I have done a whole video all about that, which I will link at the end of this one. So please feel free to go check that out. I think it's a good watch. So stick around because today is part one and we are heading to California's San Francisco. San Francisco is an absolute firm favourite and a place I would definitely like to revisit. There is so much going on there and so much to see and do. From the famous clam chowder and all that exceptional seafood down on Fisherman's Wharf to the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. You've got the absolute craziness of Lombard Street, all the history of the Trams, and of course, the famous prison, Alcatraz. So if you do visit San Francisco, you will 100% be visiting Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39. It is a hive of activity and it is so famous for the seafood there. The seafood, although I don't personally eat it, but if you're going to try seafood, the place to try it is definitely San Francisco. They are famous for their clam chowder, which is some kind of soup dish. And everywhere I went, I seen people chowing down on the clam chowder. This is also the place to go if you want to visit Alcatraz, which again, 100% is a must-see whilst you're there. You can pick up the ferry to Alcatraz from Pier 33, which is just a short walk from Pier 39 on Fisherman's Walk. The ferry ride is about 15 minutes across to Alcatraz, but this will be the most scenic ferry ride that you could possibly take. As you sail across the bay, you will of course get a great view of Alcatraz as you approach, but you will also see stunning views of the city and the skyline and the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. If you are doing the Alcatraz tour, I 100% recommend doing the guided tour. That's where you will get the headset and an audio description of everything as you tour through the prison. You don't have to do the audio tour, but I would definitely recommend. It is so informative, it is so interesting, and it literally breaks down every detail of every part inside and outside, and it is truly worth it. Of course, it was some time ago when I was there now, so like everything, inflation, things change. So I would recommend having a look online just to check out the prices and the timings and all of that good stuff. The Alcatraz tour was literally one of my favourite things to do. It was just so interesting and it was so informative and it was just kind of a little bit eerie as well to actually be there, feel it, see what the prisoners would have seen and felt. And yeah, it was just so interesting. You get to see the cells, some of them are set up the same way that they were back in the day. You'll get to see pictures of the prisoners that stayed there. You'll hear their stories, how some of them escaped. And what I found truly fascinating was this tiny little viewing window. They call it the Glimpse of Freedom hole. And this is where prisoners would see views of the San Francisco skyline. They would hear the noises coming across the bay and all the smells coming from the city. And it was a real torment, I can imagine. It was located on the stairwell leading to the recreation yard. But could you imagine being a prisoner and having this hole to look out and see all of that excitement and fun and freedom going on across the bay and you were there behind bars? It must have been absolutely devastating. Some of it is actually narrated by the prisoners themselves. It's just truly fascinating. It was a wonderful few hours and as I say, 1000% recommend it. So one of the things I definitely recommend doing if you go to San Francisco, it's an absolute must. It's a great day out and that is to hire yourself a bike and go and do the cycle route from San Francisco to Sausalito. This trip is approximately 8 miles and it takes about 2 to 3 hours, depending on your fitness levels, obviously. You can start off at Fisherman's Wharf and you get to cycle all through San Francisco, through the city, through the streets, so you see all the houses. It's so much fun to get to be nosy and just see how different it is from life in your own home. You also get to go right along the coastline up towards Golden Gate Bridge. Now, there is a little bit of an incline to Golden Gate Bridge, so bear that in mind. But the good news is once you get to the top, there is also a cafe for refreshments and a breather. And also when you cross the Golden Gate Bridge, don't forget to check out these fun facts. But the best part for me was once you get across Golden Gate Bridge is the beautiful descent down into the stunning Sausalito. The views are incredible. There is just this beautiful scenic road all the way down. And when you get to the bottom, you arrive in the quaint village of Sausalito. but it is worth every inch of that bike ride. This is hands down one of my favourite places that I've ever visited. Sausalito is a picturesque coastal town with stunning views, hillside houses, and plenty of waterfront dining. It's got such a laid-back vibe to the place. There are lots of galleries. It's very colourful, it's very pretty. Lots of quaint shops for you to meander around. Floating homes, and the best bit, the most amazing ice cream you will ever have. After all that cycling and all that sightseeing, you're probably exhausted at this point, but don't worry, you don't have to cycle the route all the way back. There is a ferry stop in Sausalito that you can jump on with your bike and you can head back to Fisherman's Wharf. And it takes about 30 minutes. A beautiful trip across the water. Another absolute must in San Francisco, because let's face it, there are so many, but an absolute must again are the trams. You have to take a ride on the tram. The trams in San Francisco are actually the world's last manually operating system. Invented in 1873 to conquer the city's steep hills, these trams will take you on a historic route through the city, and if you're lucky, you'll get to hear that distinct bell and even experience the turntable. So the turntable is a system that they use to turn the tram around, and it's still in operation. So if you do take a tram ride, be sure to experience that. The trams are all open. It's so much fun. You can stand there, cling onto the bar and just enjoy the city views. It's another of my favourite memories. They do get crowded, but it's so worth it. So one final thing that I think you should definitely put on your to-do list in San Francisco is go pay a visit to Lombard Street. You've probably seen this street on TV or online or photographs. Basically, Lombard Street is the crookedest street in the world. It's utterly bizarre. It was designed in 1922 to reduce the steep incline of the street. So it's got 8 very sharp turns. To stand and watch the traffic try and tackle Lombard Street, it's mesmerizing. It's just the coolest thing. So yeah, definitely put that on your to-do list. It's beautifully landscaped as well, so it's just worth a visit for sure. So the moral of this story is, do I recommend San Francisco as a travel destination, as a holiday destination? Absolutely, 100%. So guys, there we have it. That is my very first mini video in this series, and it was all about San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's given you a little insight or even piqued your interest so that now you've got San Francisco on your travel agenda. It's an amazing place. There is so much more to it than this very brief outlay that I've just given. But yeah, 100% recommend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I will be back next week with another video. And like I said, these videos are going to just slot in and out over the course of the next few months in between my usual content. So I hope you enjoyed it. The next one, who knows what it will be? I've got so many that I need to sift through and have a look. I've got so many photographs and so many videos. So yes, it's quite a job sifting through it all. But please do keep a lookout for part 2. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. Thank you so much once again for being here. Thank you so much if you've subscribed. If you've not, please do so. Click that little subscribe button. It really helps me out. And yeah, give me a little thumbs up if you can. Hype me if you know how to. And yeah, leave me a comment to let me know what your thoughts are. I'll be back with you Sunday, 4 p.m. As always, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you soon. Have a great week. Bye.